today we're actually going to do the DLC levels. I swear. We're going to do them. We're not going to get juked out by some silly bonus levels that I forgot about. No, I have confirmed. That today is DLC day. We're finally getting into the paid content. Not sponsored, by the way. But before we get too into it, congratulations, Taradu, for being first to the stream. You keep coming in first, you're going to have to get a career in racing. It pays well if you're successful. But yeah, let's get right into it. I forgot to pull up my cheat sheet. Oopsies. That's fine. I'm gonna pull it up live. Where is it? Good thing I organized all of my files. It's right here. Epic. Cool. Super special. Awesome. So, in this stage, it's an easy one. This is like an evening scenery stage, I guess. I think this one might have been free, because I remember there was some free DLC. Kasoro 0505 kara Niki no. I know that word. I know that word. Ririku, there we go. Take off. Tasse, there we go. Ririku Tasse. So take off 2 planes from runway 05. Niki o Kasoro 34R the land Chakuriku, there we go. So land 2 planes at 34R. Alright. I tried. It's a good thing I have my cheat sheet here of a nice handy dandy list of terminology. Maybe I should get a career in racing. It'd be a nice change of pace to be able to rage when other drivers or the pit crew are being stupid. I mean, their rage is justified because, like, the team's existence is on the line. There's a lot of money in racing. And adrenaline's high. It is an extremely stressful occupation. Alright, so it's a chill level. I guess, oh, wow. That does look nice, actually. You shouldn't doubt the, it's like a nice orange sunset. Cool, except this is pretty nice. Right. I need to land them at 34R. So let's go ahead and do that first. Take care of that. Which is kind of a doozy since the wind is... We got a tailwind of 5 knots, but that's fine. Speaking of aviations and airports and stuff, the reason why all of last week's streams were gorilla streams came to fruition on Saturday when I woke up at 4 a.m. But man, it'd be nice to be able to call stupid people on their shit. We need more of that in the world, right? I mean, to be fair, a lot of cultures, I mean, to name one, Japan, is very not on the ball when it comes to calling people out on their stupid shit. Also, if you're gonna call someone out on their stupid shit, make sure that they're actually doing stupid shit first. I'm pretty sure half the people getting called out on stupid shit are getting wrongfully accused. Because something Dunning-Kruger, something people like complaining, I got none. But yeah, last Saturday, well, so yesterday at 4 in the morning, so freaking 36 hours ago, I woke up and had to drive my parents to the airport. Which, wasn't too bad, except for the fact that it was 4 in the freaking morning, and it was frozen, so I had to defrost my van. And, go on over, load up the cargo, load up my parents into the van, and take them to the airport. Now, the drive to the airport was normal. I was like, you know what? I've driven family to the airport and back many times. This is piece of cake. I don't even need GPS. Like, I know how to get to the airport and back. It's easy. So, we get to the airport, and traffic is just... Ugh. the arrivals lanes were completely backed up. And fortunately, my mom's all like, it's a good thing we're super early. That way we don't have to worry about all this traffic at the airport. And I'm all like, wow, Mom, you actually taking account something in terms of time management. I am surprised, but I am not complaining. There is no stress whatsoever, which really helped because at the airport that I was taking them to, there's 3 lanes in the loading bay, or rather the passenger drop-off bay. There's the rightmost lane, which is used for parking, getting your people out of the car, getting the luggage out of the car, and getting out of there. Do not park there, do not linger there. Stop, get out, and get out. That's it. And the middle lane was for people, it was like the merging lane. I.e., if you're in this lane, you either want a parking spot, or you are just got out of a parking spot and are trying to merge into the left lane, which the left lane is the through lane. Like, this is for through traffic. If you are trying to get through to a more convenient parking location based on your airline, or if you're just leaving and want to get out of it. Unfortunately, people don't understand such a system. Fortunately, nobody stopped in the left lane, but someone was trying to unload in the middle lane, and a security guard got in their face about it and just like you can't stop here, you need to keep moving. And they're all like, oh, don't want to fit, and I'm all like, God bless America. Anyway, runway 05, yep. Remove all the warning labels and let everything sort itself out. I disagree with that particular statement, only because it contradicts another one of my beliefs, which is I believe in warning labels, and for that reason, I do not believe in censorship. I believe all censorship is unnecessary if adequate warning labels are put in place. That's why, like, we need warning labels, like, yes, content warning, like this, whatever, yeah. So if you experience or try to do whatever this is, it's your own damn fault if you're offended. Or whatnot. So, yeah. Warning labels, I think, are a necessity. I'm sure there might be another solution to letting people sort themselves out, but I digress. Where are you at? Okay, so you're making your rounds. So, we finally pull up to the airline that my parents were driving, and before we even got there, I was taking it nice and easy in the middle lane. You can also go to runway 05 because I need to take off 2 planes from runway 05. On my way there, I was being a bro, and people that needed to get out of the parking spot, I let them in. They signaled, and I would stop because traffic was backed up anyway, and I would give them space to enter. Unfortunately, this also allowed people in the left lane to dive bomb into that open space and nearly cause a crash. But that's none of my business, because people are being stupid. But again, I wasn't in any collisions. Fortunately, there were no collisions. But yeah, big rush, and I was in no hurry. I took my time, I drove super safely, and I was rewarded. By the time we made it to the airline where we were gonna park and drop off at, it feels like all the traffic just dispersed just for me. The parking spaces cleared, the middle lane cleared, even the left lane cleared, and I just got a smooth sailing GG easy parking spot. I just swooped the car right in, we unloaded, it was nice. And yeah, I feel like that is direct karma for being a responsible and patient driver in a very tense and stressful situation. 34R. Yep, hey, Whiskey Project. So, After I dropped them off, wished them a safe trip, got in the car, and getting out was kind of a pain because both lanes decided to fill up again, heavy traffic. I managed to get in the middle lane, and I wanted to get to the through lane because I was done. I wanted to not clog up the middle lane and go to the through lane. Unfortunately, I seem to be the only person of that opinion, in which I managed to get in. I got into the through lane pretty well. And once we got past all the terminals, the middle lane was like bumper to bumper. But the traffic was flowing, but it was still bumper to bumper. There were cars behind me, so I couldn't stop. And unfortunately for me, the through lane turns into the parking garage lane. I got shoehorned into the parking garage lane because no one would let me into the middle lane, which I needed to get back on the highway. Also, welcome in, Uranium. You're just getting into the good part of the story. So basically, really quick, this is the story of my Saturday, how I drove my parents to the airport at 4 a.m. So there I was. It's like freaking like 5 in the morning, and no one's landing. We're good. And I just dropped my parents off. I got shoehorned into the parking garage lane, and I'm all like, oh, this is fine. I'll just not park and leave. The parking garage lane at the airport split into 3 lanes, all lanes leading to a ticket toll booth that was gated off by an automated system. And I'm like, okay, is there like any exit for anybody that was shoehorned into the parking garage by just sheer traffic density? I looked around and there was no exit. I had no choice because it was all one-way roads. I had no choice but to get a fucking parking stub. Stream farted? Am I back? Am I back? Hello? Are we good? It's fine now? Oh boy. How much did it fart? I guess I'll just retell that part of the story. So, I got shoehorned into the parking garage lane. It split into 3 toll booth lanes for ticket stubs, and I'm like, I hate parking garages. And, it looks like I have no choice but to take a fucking parking stub. The rates were $10 an hour. Which is, you know, I guess normal for parking, but 1, I fucking hate paid parking, and 2, I wasn't gonna park. So I didn't want to get fucking charged $10 for not parking just because I was born cursed and got shoehorned into the garage despite not wanting to come to the garage because of traffic. Like, I had literally no choice. It was either go to the garage or cause a fucking highway accident. Defeated, I grabbed the fucking ticket stub. I pull up, it said, alright, grab your ticket stub, because it's all automated. And I drive into the garage, and the garage has me go up this spiral, like, I call it a car elevator. It's just like this spiraling upward slope, all the way to the 4th fucking floor. Oh, it would only let me out on the 4th floor. Like, every exit was closed. And, like, that was the path you had to take. Alright, we don't have to take off from there. We could take off from here. Yeah, you can. You're good. You can take off. Who's landing? Okay, so I'm on the 4th floor, and I'm looking for an exit. Like, immediately. Hey, Talon, welcome in! I'm at the meat of potatoes of my story. Quick recap of the story. It is Saturday morning, 4 a.m. I drive my parents to the airport. I drop them off at 5 a.m. with little issues. It's fine. Coming out of the airport, I get shoehorned into the parking garage lane because of traffic. I could not get back on the highway. Like, traffic was so bad that I was literally forced into the parking garage lane. And it was all one-way road, so I couldn't go back. And all of the lanes were gated off by a toll booth for parking stubs into the parking garage. So I'm all like, well, okay. Looks like I'm losing fucking $10 today for no fault of my own. So I get in the parking garage, I drive all the way up to the 4th floor because it wouldn't let me go anywhere else. And, can I? Is this gonna be a problem? It shouldn't be. Nah, they're okay. Planes do this all the damn time. Anyway, I didn't want to lose $10, but I angrily grabbed the parking stub. I go up to the 4th floor, and I look for an exit. I see an exit, and the exit's pointing directly to an outlet that says "Do not enter." And I'm like, that's a bit sus. I'm gonna not enter there. So I round the corner, and I find another exit that is also pointing to an outlet that says "Do not enter." And I quickly realize, wait a minute, that "Do not enter" sign is angled for whatever traffic is inside this spiraling area. I may be dumb. I go through there, and I'm spiraling down, all the way down to the 1st floor. Where are we parking? You know what? No, this is fine. You can park at spot 6-3. You can take the long way. It's fine. We're not in a hurry. Anyway, I'm driving down, and I finally make it down, all the way down to the 1st floor. I will admit, driving in circles for several minutes, going up and down those spiral things, was actually kind of fun. But I finally make it out, and I make it to the garage exit, to the payment booths that are all gated off. Since it's fucking 5 in the morning, nobody's manning them. I have to deal with a fucking automated system. And I'm like, well, guess I'll fucking die. So the gates were fortunately labeled. One of the gates was like pay with cash, or like another means. I picked that one because it was the only non-strictly automated booth. Like, there was a booth with space for a human inside. And I was about to go full Karen just to save $10. Because it is my freaking right. Let's go this way. I pull up to the booth. There's no one there. And there is a button that says call for help if there's no one there. But there's also a button that says scan your stub and get ready to pay. And I'm like, last time I went to the city, I went into a parking garage and I got a pay stub to park for like literally 2 minutes. I didn't realize my friend was ready to meet me immediately. I had nowhere else to park before it was realized I did have somewhere else to park, but he didn't communicate that with me. And we go to leave the parking garage. I didn't even park in the garage. The stub, like the evidence was there. I was in the garage for 5 minutes. And as we go to leave, there was someone manning the toll booth. And I hand him the stub, and I'm all like, we didn't even park in here. I just kind of like went in here. Do we still have to pay? And he's all like, yeah, you still gotta pay. It was fucking $20 fucking dollars. Fortunately, my friend was a bro enough to cover that cost. But, good lord, that's highway robbery. Anyway, yeah, city moment. Very shitty moment, if you ask me. I scanned my ticket stub at the airport. And it was on that moment, if there is a god, he certainly has a sense of humor. The machine said, ticket stub paid, have a nice day. They did not charge me. Bless whatever fucking engineer programmed the PLC such that if you are in the garage for less than an hour, you won't get charged. So if some unfortunate soul gets lost or shoehorned into the garage and they don't park, then they're fine. Oh my god, blessed. And it was at that moment, I was all like, this is a huge step in the right direction for society, for humanity. This may seem like not a big deal, but in this economy, it's a huge fucking deal. I saved $10. And as I'm leaving the garage, I felt good. I'm all like, oh my god, today's gonna be a good day. And that feeling lasted for 10 minutes. I'm driving down the interstate, back to my house, when I see a sign that you don't want to see on the interstate. Interstate closed. Exit here, use a detour. They weren't kidding. All of the lanes were funneled down to one lane to one small dinky exit. And it was a small dinky exit. Traffic was backed up. And I'm all like, you know what? I'm patient. Today's gonna be a good day. My mission is already accomplished. I already dropped off my parents at the airport. I already did what I need to do. I just need to get home safely. I purposely made no plans today so I could just take the day easy, and I'm just gonna go on easy street. And it was that unfortunate line of thinking that lulled me into the mistake of following detour signs. Because once I finally exited the... You're landing on 34L, so this runway's safe. Once I finally exited, there were detour signs that pointed you like, oh, you want to get back on the interstate in this direction. Follow these signs. Cool. And that would have been fine and good. However, as I was blessing, I did not just say that. As I was blessing the previous engineer for programming the, that parking stub machine, I was cursing whatever civil engineer designed the, I need to give commands, oh dear. I was cursing whatever civil engineer had the freaking detour. Because as I was following the detour, it led me down this old decrepit road, and then it plopped me off to this really sketchy, like, deep neighborhood road, and it just said detour end. And I'm like, fuck. I don't even know where I'm at. So I just follow the road, and I'm completely lost. And I'm all like, well, shit, okay. You win. I'll pull out my GPS. And by pull out my GPS, I mean, I was driving my mom's fancy car. She let me. So, I used the in-car GPS to see how it worked. I mean, I'm used to using that, but that's besides the point. Rather than whipping out my phone, I used the in-car navigation system. That's my second mistake. It tried to lead me, it definitely got me back to the interstate on the closed on-ramp that just had me do a U-turn, and I was back to square one. But, I had a map, and I was gonna do it manually. I was gonna look at the map and plot the course and do it my way. And I did. I followed my own detour. And it worked. And for the most part, it actually followed the detour signs. Up until a road closure with another detour. We had a detour within a detour. You can't make this shit up. All right. And at that point, I'm all like, yeah, okay, today's just one of those days. I'm just not gonna come home. I'm stuck. I'm just never coming home. This is my life now. I'm a drifter. I'm just gonna be driving. In many ways similar to Ryan Gosling. I drive 2011. But that... I managed to find some back road that plopped me back, not to the interstate, but onto the junction highway that I was gonna be transferring onto anyways to get back home. And I knew, once I'm on that highway, it is smooth sailing back home. And once I had that thought, I was all like, no, I did not just have that thought. Because I had that thought, there's gonna be something on the highway, I swear. There wasn't. I had smooth sailing back home. Finally, I could breathe. I could actually drive 2011 back home. And for the first time all morning, I'm like, all right, today's gonna be a good day. Or rather, today's gonna not suck nearly as bad as I thought it would. I even got to watch the sunrise over the mountain range because normally I never get to watch it, especially when driving. But because the direction I was headed was like directly into the sunrise, as I was coming home, like almost pulling into my driveway, I saw the sun peeking over the horizon, and I'm all like, today is a good day. Mission accomplished. There is a 0.1% chance that my parents are going to somehow interrupt me until December 20th during their vacation. Life is good. We made it. And that was my Saturday morning. All of that happened between the hours of 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. Yeah. So yesterday was, fun. It was quite an eventful day for sure. But yeah, after that, because I had to wake up at 4 in the morning, I spent all week practicing waking up earlier and earlier. I managed to get a whopping kick-ass 6 hours of sleep. It was awesome. I managed to get 6 hours, which is like more than I normally get in general. So, absolute win there. Fortunately, but unfortunately, that also means I'm now in a position to be... Civil engineers don't sound like real engineers. That's what my engineering instructor said in college. But yeah, I got home in a civil manner, so it's fine. In any case, after that, I get home, take it easy. The cat was overjoyed to see me come home and be all like, hey, let me in, I want food. And I'm like, yeah, you get food, it's good. So yeah, I spent the morning with my cat. It was good. Yesterday, I booted up Flight Simulator, and I tried learning how to pilot the Airbus A320 to varying degrees of success. I can safely say, without a doubt, 100%. Okay, 99%. If it came down to it and I had to land an Airbus A320, that plane would fucking crash. No cap. I could kind of land it-ish, but in a real world scenario, that plane's not landing. You're gonna need to get somebody else. I could get it, probably, within range at the airport, but if you want me to land that shit, I hope there's like a fucking ocean nearby that I could just like call the Coast Guard and be all like, alright, I'm just gonna do a water landing. It's fine, fuck it. The only reason I say this was because yesterday, while I was figuring out how to do the onboarding computer, I could not figure out how to tune the ILS and capture the glide slope properly. That is the key. That is why the pilots get paid the big bucks. They need that flying expertise to capture the glide slope so the ILS can actually guide the plane down. I could not capture the glide slope, so I had to dead stick landing the damn thing. And, anybody that's tried to fly a fucking airliner in Flight Sim knows that if you're gonna dead stick land an airliner, you'd better be an experienced pilot, or you'd better have damage turned off. I did not have damage turned off. Oh, jeez. You need to be really gentle, but really committed with the controls. Controlling a big plane is not like controlling a little propeller plane. No shit. Like, you need to have a complete understanding of how the plane is going to handle based on your inputs. You need to have a thorough understanding of what inputs affect the plane in what ways. This includes all 6 degrees of freedom. This includes me drinking my tea. That said, if an ATC could guide me down, I could probably land it with the ATC's help. Like, there have been stories of, like, people with very minimal flight experience or even just simulator experience being able to land a plane in emergency situations with ATC help. That's why I said 99% earlier. There's still a 1% chance that I could land the plane safely. Or at least get it on the ground with no casualties. Like, I do not think, well, I do not think, but I don't think I could land a plane without the plane being damaged. That plane's certainly taking some damage. That landing gear is gonna need replacing. They might have to retire the plane, but at least there won't be any casualties. That's the goal. Hopefully I don't have to pay for plane expenses out of pocket. But yeah, Flight Simulator's fun. I simulated a flight between 2 airports. I can't even talk today. Jeez, my speech is gone. I mean, that's implying I had speech to begin with. But, dang, my enunciation's just not there. In any case, I like Flight Simulator. And I say all this because I want to do experimental flight simulators streams someday. Unfortunately, I can't really stream it in Japanese. That's the kicker. As much as I want to, there's just way too much technical knowledge required for a flight simulation, such that playing it in Japanese, it's not possible for where I'm at right now. But it's a stream idea that I have for once I'm done with this airplane game. I could do another airplane game. And hey, maybe if I play Flight Simulator, Sharklet will look at me again. Sharklet's fun. She's streaming today, actually. She's doing a car stream today. I'm surprised she's into cars. That's another possible stream idea that's going to be hard to stream in Japanese. I have a Logitech G900, I think. It's a Logitech USB steering wheel that I use for racing games, or at least I used to. I'll have to install the drivers again, pun intended, in order for me to use it on the new computer. But racing games are definitely a potential stream. I'm just digging for content at this point. Other stream ideas include possible cooking streams, because proof of concept, at least on the main computer, I haven't tested it on the laptop, but on the main computer I have connected my phone camera as a video source in OBS, so a live cooking stream is theoretically possible. But what I really want to stream is Ni no Kuni in Japanese. Oh, speaking of all these streams, my schedule's up. I finally got my schedule up. I got it up yesterday night, actually. The reason it took so long for me to get the schedule up was because one of my friends was taking so long to get back to me about what day he wanted to hang out with me on, because we haven't hung out in like several months, and he's extroverted and lonely and needs someone to hang out with, and I'm the unfortunate victim because I honestly don't think our personalities are very compatible, but I don't feel the need to remove him as a friend because I don't hate him. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, we can hang out. It's fine, yeah. I'll hang out, sure. But yeah, that's why my Thursday slot is booked, and we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna try to make it fun. Last time we hung out, it didn't go well because I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't in the mood. But now that it's holiday season, we can Christmas it up. I'm not even sure if he celebrates Christmas. I celebrate Christmas. I've been debating. Not even debating. You heard it here first. I want to hold a Die Hard movie watch-along in Discord. I'm not sure what day I'll be able to hold it on the 24th or 25th.
What fish is bigger than a tuna? A 3-nar.
That one was out of tune. Try again. Also prime time? Nice. But which... Yeah, you could go here. Clear for landing. Yep. Right, because...
C プライムタイム
Yo, prime time! Thanks for the prime time, arigato! Thanks for the sub, Core! Feels good, man, thanks. So, regarding prime time, I do want to hold a... It's not just a Die Hard watch-along, it's a Die Hard marathon. We're gonna be watching all the Die Hard films in Discord, but I won't know what day I'll be able to host it on until the 20th when my parents get back from vacation, because I need to clear with them what day they need me for a mandatory family gathering. As much as I'd like to get out of it, I can't. Ow. But yeah, the instant I get that information to you, I will be posting the events in Discord, and we will be watching all the Die Hard films, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and for you Hollow Knight enjoyers, it is also a Metroidvania movie. So yes, I've seen it once, but I haven't seen the other Die Hards. So please no spoil. Thank. So, I may be dumb, just now, I see my Discord notification, and next to it is the OBS live button, and I'm all like, why do I have a notification in OBS before realizing that red circle on OBS is just the fact that I'm live, and that's the icon when I'm live. I'm a streamer. I am a streamer, Dr. Han. I am a streamer. Oh, I digress. So streams this week. Schedule, kind of packed. I know I said I'd stream less, but I feel like I haven't been really... I feel like I have the energy for it. I feel like this week's a good week. Tomorrow's Mahjong. Tuesday is Earthbound. Wednesday is Ring Fit Adventure. I had to move it to Wednesday because Thursday I'm booked. And Friday is Hollow Cure, my relax stream. That's why I feel like I can stream so much this week, because of Hollow Cure. Like, Hollow Cure is my, like, relax, my relax just chatting stream. That's how I view it. Like, Hollow Cure might as well be a just chatting stream. Hell, this stream might as well be a just chatting stream. Minecraft is just a glorified just chatting stream. Is every video game a just chatting stream? Did I crack the streamer code? Oh my god. Yo. I think you can park here in 10 minutes. Alright, you're in the air. You're taxiing. But yeah, flight simulator streams are most certainly a just chatting stream. The problem with flight simulator is if I'm doing a long flight, there's really not much to do in the cabin other than wait, or control the plane, or just look around. So that's going to be a really test of my just chatting stream skills, which I'm actually not doing too bad, actually. Well, okay, that's because I had a story to tell. I don't have any more stories to tell. And I'm not gonna have any more stories. Desert Bus must be the ultimate just chatting stream. Yo, Desert Bus is the ultimate charity game. Like, there's Desert Bus charity streams. Those raise so much money, and I freaking am all for it. Like, Desert Bus charity, yes please. It's for a good cause, playing one of the video games of all time. Desert Bus for Hope is goated. Yeah. I just forgot the name. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And actually, there is a Desert Bus tool-assisted speedrun for maximum score. Bear in mind, it takes 8 hours to get 1 point. And maximum score implies you max out the score counter. Yeah, it is certainly one of the tasks to watch. I'm not gonna watch it. However, when your mom says you can watch one video before bed, that would actually kill you, because if you had to watch over 30 hours of content without sleeping. And that would be boring as shit, but who am I to dictate what people watch? People watch YouTube shorts, so maybe it's me who's out of touch. 33 days of content. Stream for charity? Cursed Halo with crowd control. Yo, that'd be good. Streaming for charity sounds good, honestly. I was considering donating all of my proceeds to charity before realizing, first, I want to use my proceeds to make the stream better, such as commissioning emotes. He recently added that to the mod. Yo, let's go! Unfortunately, I've never played a Halo game. Well, I have. I've just never really finished a Halo game. I do plan on eventually finishing a Halo game. There is a Halo. I do own a Halo game on Steam. It's like the Halo Master Chief Collection. One of these days, I should probably just sit down and play through it on Heroic. Don't need to have, so much is different. Fair. I mean, modded content is always like... I mean, the point of modded content is it's modified content. You're expecting something different from the original. If you've never experienced the original, then the mod doesn't really feel special like a mod because you don't have anything to base it off of. Also, my mouth sometimes doesn't open. Let me, there we go. We do it live. Nice. Like the piss grunt. Okay. I think I turned it down too low. We do it live. You get to see some things you're not supposed to see, but it's fine. There's like no one here. Let me put it back to where it was. There we go. Okay. There we go. Excellent. That's good. It's fine. I had it set there for a reason. I may be dumb. It's fine. I'm almost out of tea already, and I forgot to tell what tea it is. Today's tea blend is blackberry citrus. I did totally not just blank on the name right before I said it, and thank you, memory, for remembering the name. They use a plasma piss toll and are more colored piss yellow. Well, dang. That's pistol. Oh, I get it. Ah! Took me a second. Okay. Forgetting T names is a symptom of the old. I may be old. Now, spoiler alert. I'm not gonna say who, but I do follow at least one streamer who is somehow older than me. At least one. I think it's confirmed more than one. So while I may be old, I'm not the oldest. Oh, okay, fine. You out yourself like that. That's I didn't want to say any names, but you're technically a streamer now. If you follow me at 31, well, you don't stream, so not gonna lie, I don't feel like following someone who doesn't stream. I mean, technically you are a streamer, but you don't stream, so... How old are you if I don't follow? Okay. Let's get that sunset. That's like the whole point of this level. is the Tokyo sunset. Alright, GG. Old enough. Old enough to be a Twitch streamer, got him. But yeah, in most of my friend groups or most groups in general that I find myself in, I'm usually the oldest, and I'm also usually the shortest. So in my main friend group, while I am the oldest, I'm not the shortest. So at least I have something going for me. But in real life, out of all my friends, I'm not the oldest, but I am the shortest. So, I am small. But it's fine. Easy S rank for an easy level. Let's just hop into the next level. We might as well. Come on, loading time. Thank you. Ooh, longer level. Ooh, it's a hard level. Hirusugi, or no, Himasugi no Haneda wa isogashii. Haneda de nite dashu hase. So there's gonna be a lot of planes here. Honestly, if this level is as hard as they're advertising, I kind of want to take a quick tea break and get myself more tea. I don't want to run out of tea mid-level and be all like, no, I'm out of tea. So we're going to take a quick tea break, and I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. So enjoy the BRB screen. And we're back. Let me get the audio on. There we go. So, this next level, I'm trying to figure out what the bonus goal is. Landing aircraft, don't give them... Hold on. Give me a second. Chakuriku... So landing aircraft, don't give landing aircraft Huh? I need to pull up Jisho for this one. Give me a second. Where's my JP keyboard? Come on. There it is.
Skill issue.
Thanks. Come on. Give me the word. Give me the word. Shiji. Instructions. I'm pretty sure I need to give landing aircraft instructions. What is that kanji? I'm trying to read the first of the bonus goals. And I'm accidentally hitting wrong buttons. Oh dear. Well, this is what I get for trying to play a game in Japanese. Just a moment. It's that radical there. And then what's the next one? It's that one. That should narrow it down significantly. Yes, it does. There we go. There's the first kanji. I recognize the second kanji. Or do I? Okay, fine. That's another specific one that is gonna be mean. Okay, I may be dumb. I really hate how Jisho's website, their handwriting app, is some of the hottest fucking garbage in the world. In that it will not recognize the kanji, even if you write it perfectly. So, Hukko. Oh, go around. Don't tell any planes to go around. Okay, cool. So land or take off 5 planes from 16R. Okay. And don't tell any planes to speed up or slow down. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Our mission is clear. Here we go. I am determined. This is going to be awful, but it's okay. We do it live. We'll figure it out. We got this. We got this. So this level's hard. I may lose track of whatever I'm talking about, which should surprise no one. I usually do that normally anyways. But here we go. So during that little intermission, as I was making my tea, I accidentally woke up my cat, who was sleeping on the couch in the living room. She just looked at me and then went back to sleep, and I'm like, all right, no harm, no foul. I made sure she has food and water. Ooh, okay. Alright, you're landing on 2-2. The wind is blowing pretty strong. So, one of the, something I really like in video games are, really concise but nice loading screen tips. What I mean by that is, in Flight Sim yesterday, every time I picked the Airbus, every loading screen had trivia about the Airbus. You can land on 2-3 actually. Because you're going there, we might as well. Keep them separated. Just like the Offspring. Bonus points if anyone gets that reference. But yeah, the, I forgot what I was just talking about. Nice! Already lost my train of thought. Certified streamer moment. This is why I can't do just chatting streams, because just chatting is something that I struggle with. But it's okay, we do it live. Right. I was talking about my cat. Made sure she has food and water. This morning, my cat woke me up at 4:30 by throwing up. And I'm all like, oh, you poor thing. The problem is, it wasn't, I couldn't find where she threw up. I searched the whole house, and I could not find where she threw up. I mean, she wanted outside, probably to throw up. But, I wasn't awake to let her outside, because it was 4 in the freaking morning! But, yeah. 16R? Okay. Opie! Opie raid! Possum raid! I can do this all day! Lung capacity! Okay. Hi, Opie. Let's get a shout out for the Opie. Actually. Hold on. You guys should follow Miss Opie Possum now. The reason being is because she's like 2 or 1 followers away from reaching affiliate. And yeah, we rated her the other day. And we are going to unleash the emotes. So that way, when Opie tries to point at me, I can point back. So let's go ahead and help her point at me. Also, Opie's funny. You should go to her streams and bully her. And I mean that in a very friendly way. Or do I? How was your Pokemon? Bully? There we go. Use my bot command too. I had a bot command, and I'm not even using it. Where are you landing? You're coming in from the south. You can land on 2-3 as well. That's fine. Good, finish the DLC now. Just waiting for the next DLC to drop later this week. Man, they're really pumping out DLC. You know, back in my day, Pokemon didn't have DLC. In fact, the DLC was buying another Game Boy with the other game and one of those cable links so you could catch them all because they sell the same game twice with exclusives. They pioneered the limited exclusives back in the day. And, also back in the day, you'd better make sure that cable wasn't faulty or you'd lose the Pokemon forever. But yeah, I digress. The last Pokemon I played was Pokemon Y. Just kidding, it was Pokemon X for the 3DS. And I completed the National Dex. I did my time. I caught them all. I am done. I am retired. I am never touching Pokemon again. They moved the goalposts, but I do not care. I have done my duty. I caught all fucking what? 620 something of them. It was a lot. But with a little help of my friends and an online internet connection, I did it. Even getting my hands on the event exclusives like Meloetta was a fucking trip and a half. Oh my god. But it's fine. I did it. I did it. I'm done with Pokemon. I am retired, never going back. That is not to say I dislike Pokemon. Pokemon is fucking fantastic on Pixiv, but it is, it's good. It's some good stuff. What plane is you? Okay, they're landing on different runways. Good. I bow down to Ness Pokemon Supremacy. That was like several years ago. Like, if I picked up a Pokemon game now, I'd be like the tutorial kid. And I'm not talking about the back in my day tutorial kid who knew about type matchups. I'd like purposely accidentally pick the wrong type matchup, and it's all like, oh, no, I'll pick the anime type I'll go full Ash Ketchum. Oh my god, I'm up against a really strong opponent. They just sent out an Onix. Onix is a ground type. Go Pikachu! I fucking hated that. I hated that so much. Moral of the story, whenever you complete a game, take the victory. Don't go back to it. At one point, I 100%ed Cookie Clicker. Should have quit. How the hell do you complete Cookie Clicker? That's impressive. I mean, didn't Pikachu set off the sprinklers or something, which would be effective against rock Pokemon? I mean, that is a rare case of an OSHA compliance in an anime. We take those. We take those. Also, that is like a 9,000 IQ move. Really, that's some good stuff. Nice. My tea should be getting cool enough to drink. We've been at this level for a while. Using your environment seems like a good strat. Of course, always use your environment if you can. Like, don't go out of your way to use the environment. Don't focus on it. But like, just take advantage of the passive advantage. Like, it's staring you in the mouth. Alright, you're the only one using this. So you could go here. This plane hasn't even taxied to the runway yet. I'm all like, I know I have another plane going to 16R. Where is he? And he's not even taxiing. Okay. I missed a few messages earlier. My bad. So, worth noting, for those who don't know about this game, I'm not actually flying the planes, although I do dabble in Microsoft Flight Simulator quite a bit. I'm the ATC. I'm directing the planes where to go and what to do. So this plane's landing here. I need to direct him which exit to get off at and which gate to park at. And that's for tower control. Rather, tower control tells him to get off at the exit, hand it off to ground. Ground control tells him which spot to go. I am in charge of approach, tower, ground delivery, and departure frequency. Yeah, I'm in charge of departure frequencies too. Alright, I can't tell planes to speed up or slow down. I can't tell planes to go around. It took me like a month to 100% Cookie Clicker when it just came out. Oh yeah, if it just came out, then there's not that much, obviously. But Cookie Clicker is basically impossible to complete. They add Chivos faster than you can complete them. That's a scam. That's why you don't care about 100% in games that just move the goalposts on you. This is why I do not play 100% Orange Juice. I 100% in Orange Juice. Then they just kept adding achievements and I completed them. And then I just stopped playing. I'm done with Orange Juice. You will never get me playing that game ever again. Some Chivos take literal years, and during those years passing, they add updates with more Chivos that take literal years. Wow, that sounds like a scam to get people to stick with the game. And it is a retention plan that's just going to cause burnout. No one's going to enjoy the game. You're ready for pushback to 16R. Yep, we're going this way. Where are you at? Oh, you're ready to hand off to tower. You are on tower frequency. You are turning on to frequency. You need to contact tower immediately. Come on. Like now, please. Nice. Who's on what frequency? Oh, right. You need to park. It's not too busy. You're gonna go to 108. It's right in the middle, just in case I need 106 later. I don't see any traffic there. That's good. Just take the quickest way. You are ready to take off. No one's using 16R. That's safe for takeoff. Plane inbound 23, not ready yet. You are being told where to go. Spot 108, that's fine. you're going to 5-7, which is over there. These planes should not interfere. This one's here. This one is going to 16R. All planes are good. I can check chat now. Okay. I don't even get why Cookie Clicker does that. It's a free game supported only by Patreon. Well, they need to keep players engaged somehow. There we go. Okay. Almost missed those. More idle games should strive to be like Universal Paperclips. You can beat it within a day. That's not exactly a good idle game, if you ask me. Like, idle games, they need that number go up strategy. For my money, I'd say an idle game should last about a month. A month tops. Like, if it lasts more than a month, you're just burning out. I've played several free idle games on Steam. Like, there's this fishing one, there's this potion one, there's Sakura Clicker, which I played back in college. That was fun. The trick is to not spend money on them. Unless it's dirt cheap and you have the money anyway, and it's all like... It's like if you pick up $1 off the ground, it's all like, oh yeah, I guess I could spend money on that. But it's really not worth the money, honestly. Okay, new planes. You're landing 2-3. You're just right here. You shouldn't interfere because we're going to 16R. If anything, landing on 16R is taking off 16R has made things so much easier. Universal Paperclips is free, and yeah, it may be short, but it's still super fun. I got a game on sale. It's like an idle game called, I think it's like Dragoncliff or something. It's an idle game, but it's like, it has a price tag on it. It's a really low price tag, but it's still above the cost of free. And I just couldn't get into it. The only idle game I played a lot of was Abyssrium, but man, did it make me want to play paid to have something, so I stopped. Aggressive monetization needs to fucking stop. I can understand that, yes, your free game should be monetized, but a lot of gamers don't understand that time is a currency. Because even if you're not putting money into the game, the exchange is that you're putting in the time equivalent of just spending, which means you're not playing any other games. So that game has your attention. This is one of the reasons I stopped playing Richie City. Their monetization and stuff got very aggressive and in your face. All of the... It's not, like, when I say monetization, I don't just mean money. I mean time investment. Like, Richie City, while they wanted your money, and they were not subtle about it, they really, really wanted your fucking time. The only comparison I got is Mahjong Soul. With the, like, $5 pass or whatever, you could store up to 6 daily quests and just play the game twice or 3 times a week and call it good. Without that pass, you can't store up to those quests, but you're not pressured to play the game every day. Yes, it helps if you play the game every day, but you don't have to. You're not really missing much. This plane's coming from the south. That plane's going up there. You can park at 6-3 seems okay. It seems like a good middle ground. This way seems faster and more out of the way. Pokemon Go has gotten bad too. I took a year-long break from it because I came back with the idea I wasn't going to play it seriously anymore. Good! That is good! And I want to use the phrase good for you in a genuine way. See, the problem I have with the phrase good for you is that it's always used in a negative way. I'm using it in a positive context. That is genuine good decision. Tower handoff, you're ready to... Yeah, there's a plane getting pushed back. Come on, work with me here. I need to pay attention. It was fun those first couple months and that's it. I never played. When Pokemon Go came out, I actually didn't have a smartphone. So even if I wanted to play, I couldn't. I didn't get my first smartphone until like after I graduated college. So, yeah. I am immune to most smartphone bullshit because I was fortunate enough to be deprived of a smartphone until recent years. So my smartphone is literally, I use it for the same thing I use my dumb phone for. It is a MP3 storage that can also connect to the internet and watch YouTube sometimes on a special browser that blocks ads. Because fuck you, YouTube, I'm not watching your goddamn ads. I didn't realize I should have landed this plane on runway 23. Oh dear, this is gonna get messy. This is gonna get really messy because I want to use the north side of the runway for taxiing. And this plane is gonna have to go down and around. Oops. Ah well. It's fine, we'll do it live. I'll figure it out. Like, the first couple of months of Pokemon Go just kind of felt legit like society's problems melted away. Just the social phenomenon novelty of it is great. Now it's just a goofy mobile cash grab. Hot take coming in! That's how I feel about the VTuber industry right now. That is genuinely how I fucking feel. Oversaturated, too many people just trying to make a quick spotlight buck, whatever. Too many corpos, further and worsening the problem with too many gens of mid-talent. Hell, I shouldn't even have said talent. Just a bunch of mid-streamers that just have the female buff. They're not even doing it for fun. They're doing it for money. And it's all like, you need to fucking stop. We need an influx of people that are genuinely creative and fun. And I feel like that's just, unfortunately, a minority now that VTubers have hit the mainstream. And the best part? I'm part of the problem! I VTuber like it's a fun hobby? No, you're female, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna get rich, and Lore Master's gonna quit his job because you're gonna be making all the money, and that's it, that's just it. Bam. You have that female buff. That's just it. You're already raking in the money. You got it. It is a running joke among my friends that if you're a VTuber, if you're a VTuber, sometimes you just have what is called the male debuff. Where if you are male, or worse, using a male avatar, you're just not gonna be popular. And what I say to that, good. I don't want to be popular. I don't want to hit the mainstream. I just want to do fucking whatever. I just want to learn Japanese. I want to like cultivate a small Japanese audience following that I can practice my Japanese with, have fun, just do whatever, stream games that I like, which is so sad. I hate that. I want some popular guy VTubers with guy models. Be careful what you wish for. That said, they definitely exist. I've seen a couple. After stream, if I could dig them up, I could recommend you a couple. I don't know them off the top of my head, but there are some guy VTubers. I don't follow him, but I could probably find him. I think you'd really like him. He's like a comfy guy VTuber with a really nice model and a common voice. I wish Ness1228 will become a popular guy. No. Wait. Because you said the wish out loud, it won't come true. You played yourself. I win. Let's go. We did it, lads. We solved the VTuber male crisis, I guess. Male crisis? Lamau, just go to the post office or something. Come on. So, if you couldn't tell, I put my cheat sheet away. That was a mistake. I need it. I haven't updated it. I actually changed some things around. So, my cheat sheet is actually outdated and doesn't match what I've set up. Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine, we do it live. My tea is ready to drink. Lemon ginger tea, let's go. Damn, I feel good. So, honestly, I really don't want to jinx it, but getting, wow, my brain literally is demonstrating what I was about to say. My ability to maintain a decent energy level throughout the stream, as well as, where are you coming from? The south? Yeah, definitely runway 23. Let's fix my mistake from earlier before it's too late. Right. Waking up early in the morning and keeping a good, healthy bedtime, I feel great. And I feel like that's a problem. If I'm streaming, but I don't have my usual energy level, I feel like the stream quality gets halved. Like, right now, I'm in my element. I'm, like, awake, alert. I'm vibing. I'm loud as fuck, which I normally am. I mean, as an American, I get the loud card. I say that because the Japanese people, in their society, they're a very quiet people. They don't really hold conversations in public spaces. I didn't stream as much as I wanted to this week. Energy levels? Lamau, just drink a Red Bull. It'll give you wings. You'll be the first flying possum. I'd actually see a flying possum. What are you a face for? Does somebody not like Red Bull? Well, if you don't like Red Bull, I strongly recommend not watching Formula 1 as of late. A certain team has been completely dominating everything. That's why you watch the other teams instead. Which is why I root for the midfield and the backfield. Because there's often genuine racing happening there. Red Bull would kill me. I'm so sensitive to caffeine. I eat like an M&M and M&Ms don't have caffeine in them, do they? Are they putting caffeine in M&Ms? Is that what's wrong with all the kids today? Is that it? Chocolate has caffeine? Fuck! That would have been nice to know! Today I learned something new. Yay! Hooray for learning new things. You should never feel bad about learning new things. You know, in college, the director of engineering, during one of these speeches to everybody, he was all like, every day I strive to learn at least one new thing. Cause if I learned something new, then that day was productive. Or something along those lines. He didn't use those wordings, but that's the general meaning behind it. And you know what? That's how I do Japanese. I try to learn something new with Japanese, like, every day, and if not every day, at least learn something significantly new every week. Like, this month, I learned the difference of grammar between Beki and Hazu. Both of them translate to should, but whereas Beki is for actions that should be done, you can park at 1-4. No, you're gonna park at 9. And you're gonna take the regular way. This is fine. Because there shouldn't be any plane jump scares. Right, Beki is for actions that should be done, and Hazu is for events that are expected or should happen, or like expected to happen. Like, for example, I should arrive by noon. Hiru ni... Crap, how do I say arrive? Wait, I have the word right here. Arrival. Except I can't read it because it's in kanji and I don't know the kanji reading. Oh no, 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 no. Tadadu's gonna skill issue me. This is the worst.
Skill issue.
I set myself up for that one. It's fine. Okay, this is just foreshadowing for my Ni no Kuni streams. my Ni no Kuni streams, I'm planning on making them on Friday afternoons. So that's Saturday morning Japan time, which I think is a decent time for a Japanese audience, because I plan on making those streams exclusively Japanese. If you speak to me in English, I will keep my English replies as brief as possible, or I might just try to reply to you in Japanese. Like, I'm definitely going to be taking a step up in attempts. It's gonna be scuffed as all hell. I expect to be using a dictionary a lot, but I'm gonna do my best. Like, I've been slacking way too hard. I feel it's best for me to follow the mentality of, if you want to do something, just do it. Like, stop waiting around, stop twiddling your thumbs, just get out there and do it. Just do it! Don't let your dreams be memes. And don't let your memes be dreams. Always make those memes. Also, are these planes going to run into each other? This one's hauling ass, but this one's pretty far ahead. Oh wait, never mind. Both of them are landing on different runways. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. I'm glad I directed that. Yay for ATC learning. So, I watched one of those like news videos on YouTube about like one of those Business Insider videos on what it's like to be an air traffic controller. Follow your dreams. You can reach your goals. I'm living proof. Beefcake. Beefcake! I don't get that reference, but it's fine. What goes into actual ATC work, I'm not sure I can handle. Because you have to be perfect. And while I do work well in a fast-paced environment under pressure, juggling multiple things, I'm not perfect. I make dumb mistakes. I strive for perfection, but I never get there. And in ATC work, one mistake is 600 deaths at least. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't think I have what it takes to do that kind of work. So instead, I want to be an engineer where one mistake that slips by an entire crew of engineers could cause deaths. It's still a big responsibility, but at least there's safety nets in place. With ATC work, everything's happening so fast that there's not really time to recognize if a mistake was made, and if a mistake is recognized, the action required to fix that mistake has to be done at the right time by the right person, and it still throws everything for a loop and causes a big chain reaction that only scrambles everyone else's plans and schedules, which only makes more mistakes even prone to happening. Which is why you have to be perfect. And I'm not gonna lie, this game does a really poor job demonstrating that. Like, I haven't felt super overwhelmed yet with the planes in this game yet. I'm hoping the extreme difficulty DLC proves me wrong, but ATC 3 on the PC, that last level changes you. Like, all of your departure and arrival slots are full. You are literally juggling 14 planes actively, simultaneously. It's rough. And I want that from this game. I want to experience that. I want to stream that. I want to feel the real pressure of an ATC. That's not to say this game doesn't have its hard moments. You've seen me juggle 10 planes for 20 minutes before on stream. It's stressful. But that wasn't the whole level. That was just a part of the level. You want to be stressed out. It's the last thing I want to feel. I've done enough of that. Okay, first of all, hi Beep, welcome to Comfy Airplane stream. Enjoy. Also, there's a big difference between occupational and life stress and video game stress. Video game stress comes from fundamental game essence. As Masahiro Sakurai explained in his Game Essence video on YouTube, where he gives game development tips, which are really good to watch, even if you're not a game dev, but they're intended for game devs. And they help you recognize why good games are good. And the fundamental game essence of push and pull. You want the player to feel the right amount of stress, otherwise there's no really catharsis and reward for that stress. This is why most gamers play action games, because there's always some moderate tense situation where the risk is in-game death. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Sure, but this plane is in a crappy spot. This plane's over here. This plane is gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to hold this plane. But yeah, the stress of video games, it depends on the game, but most games are catered towards that push or pull. That's like literally game design. 16R is the only runway we're using today, fellas. You are gonna have to wait your ass, because this plane is being towed, and the instant I give this plane clearance, that other plane is going to be directly in the towing path of this plane. So he's gonna have to sit tight. Spot 6-1 should be okay. I'm gonna wait for a while before before telling this plane to hold. Mainly because I want that other plane to get a good build-up. Back to game essence. Ooh, that plane just landed. Perfect. I got time. Back to game essence. Even farming simulator games, they have that essence of like, the clock's ticking. You gotta get everything done by the end of the day. You don't have to, but it's beneficial to do so. So I'm gonna tell him to hold once, and then I'm gonna give him the clearance as late as possible. Let's keep it simple. Spot 142. Don't want any funny interferences happening, because this plane is going to be taxiing right now. Video game stress is a kind of qualitatively different. It's more controlled than, yeah, it's a controlled stress. And while this is also a controlled stress, it's like intentional stress. Like, it's made to make you feel better. It's similar to exercising. It's one of the reasons I do Ring Fit Adventure, and I push myself in Ring Fit Adventure. I increase the difficulty every Ring Fit Adventure stream. I do intend on maxing out the difficulty, or at the very least reaching my upper limit before I can't push myself any further. Because it's a good kind of stress. It makes you feel good once you complete it. And you can step away from being into stress, right? Yeah. That's why it's good. This is why cozy games are really hard to design to be enjoyable. Because a lot of the reasons people don't enjoy cozy games is because they are intentionally designed with no stress involved. There are ways to include video game stress without making the game stressful. I'm also gonna wait till that plane is passed before telling this plane he can back out. You can't step away from real life stress? I mean, that doesn't stop people from trying. Back in my super epically morbidly depressed phase, which lasted well over 2 decades, I, first of all, am really happy to be able to confidently say I'm mostly past that phase in life. But I would try to sleep all my problems away. I would just go to bed and sleep most of my days. Because if I was asleep, I could just retreat to my mind palace. I forgot to give him the order. Oops, it's fine. And it's just a future me problem. And I just push the problems to future me. Because future me isn't present me. And at the time, honestly, I was all like, present me doesn't have much longer anyway. But I don't think like that anymore. In fact, I think the last time I had those thoughts was in June. It's on my calendar. I keep a running, not a running calendar, but I have a days since last morbidly depressed suicidal episode. And I am on probably the biggest hot streak of my entire life. Like, the day I have to reset that is monumental. And on the day I have to reset that, like, I've already been on the up and up, but it's once again gonna be like a major reform. Like, what changes can I make so that this truly never fucking happens again? And a lot of the times, what causes those episodes, I've found, is stuff beyond my control. Stuff that usually, while I do have some semblance of input towards, the consequences of whatever's causing it is beyond my control. This includes, but is not limited to, losing my job, getting laid off, not finding employment, family matters, stuff like that. Like, sure, I have some control over it, but ultimately the consequences are, like, beyond my control. Like, family stuff. Sure, I could control the consequences directly by simply ignoring family, but I don't want to do that because it is in my best interests to keep a good relationship with my family. And if I sound really awkward for wording it that way, that is genuinely how I view my family. Spoiler alert, I never really got along with my family growing up, except for my mom. My mom is the definition of the sweetest Asian lady on the planet. She is a saint, and she deserves nothing but the best in the world ever. The rest of my family, if it is not in my best interests to be on good terms with you, I do not want you in my life. It's tricky to balance between, yeah, I shouldn't put too much effort into job hunting since it's near impossible right now, and I can influence it somewhat, so why am I not trying harder? Right now, my job hunting extent is just browsing LinkedIn for like 5 minutes every day and seeing if there is a job I can easily apply to that I don't have to jump through hoops to apply to. And yeah, it's just a daily routine. I turned it into like a routine. It's all like, all right, I'm going to do my LinkedIn thing. Just really quick, just browse it. Don't even need to deep dive, just skim it. Do something. Keep the habit going. And then after that, I do my daily Genshin pulls, and it's fucking fantastic. But yeah, I once read an article, and the only takeaway I got from the article is the quote, "Job hunting in modern day can easily and accurately be described in one single word. Dehumanizing." And when I read that, I'm all like, who wrote this? How? You're not getting paid enough to write this. I know you're not getting paid enough to write this, because journalists don't get paid shit. That's a work of art. Speaking of Genshin pulls, I got lucky in Mahjong Soul and pulled a character for free. What character? What character? Ooh, what character? Which one? If you don't know the name, you can just describe them. I know most of the characters, except for the guys. I barely know the guys. If you pulled a guy, then you'll just have to post them in Discord. And I can check Discord right now because my computer is powerful enough to check Discord. Oh, you wanted werewolf guy? But there's multiple wolf guys, I think. Yeah, you're cleared for takeoff. I got Kirara Fujimoto. Oh, she's cute. She's the Gyaru type, but she has really cute costumes. So when one of her costumes comes around on the shop, they're always limited time. Good fucking luck resisting the urge to drop 15 bucks on a costume. Because they come with extra emotes too, and oh my god. Yeah, despite her being a Gyaru, as an opinion, I can say this, and if you want to misconstrue how I say this as something to cancel me on Twitter for, good luck, I don't have a Twitter. I do not find tan skin characters very attractive usually. However, there are exceptions, and Kirara is one of them. I'm tempted to give the next recruiting agency that comes after me the Kid Boga treatment. Do it. Fucking do it. A lot of recruiting agencies that have contacted me on LinkedIn, I'm noticing a pattern. They all speak with very machine-like grammar on LinkedIn. Then when I get a phone appointment with them, all of them are nearly unintelligible due to how strong their Indian accent is. As if I couldn't tell from their Indian names. I didn't know what Indian names look like until now. I look up some of the company reviews. They're not good. At most, it's 3 stars. And I'm willing to bet that's just a balance of 1 star and 5 star. 5-star reviews being the company trying to inflate their review scores with fake 5-star reviews, and the genuine 1-star reviews being genuine 1-star because it's a fucking scam company. I agree, and I think it's because most people don't know how to do POC correctly. I'm dumb. What's POC? Point of contact? Yeah, point of contact. Sorry. Point of contact, it's not easy. I am fortunate enough to have been with decent recruiting agencies in the past. People of color. Oh. Okay. I forgot that was even a thing. Most recruiters on LinkedIn and Indeed are all bogus. You need to find actual recruiters. Yeah. I was lucky enough to get a verified recruiter on Boeing. Like, I looked into it and he looked legit. So, but that in itself sucks. Yeah. The job market just sucks, and I don't think it's gonna get better. I just need to get lucky, that's all. It's like Mahjong. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. You're just gonna get fucked, and you just need to get lucky. That's it. Being skilled helps, but it only goes so far. Alright, we're starting to get a lot of departing planes now. Oh, I already completed the 16R challenge, so I could use whatever runways I want to use. 16R and 16L are the departing runways. 22 and 23 are the landing runways, because I cannot land on runways 3-4 because of the wind. Oh, speaking of wind, and I cut myself off earlier, the fun fact about the Airbus 320, it can land in a tailwind of up to 15 knots, which is actually really impressive. So the reason that's impressive is because planes need a headwind to generate more lift for their airspeed. With a headwind, it's much easier for the plane to do what it needs to do. It will be moving slower relative to the ground, but generating the same amount of lift with a headwind. With a tailwind, the plane will need to be moving faster relative to the ground for the same amount of aerodynamic efficiency. Which is why it's dangerous to land with a tailwind, because a plane needs to be going really fast with a tailwind to keep the same level of aerodynamic lift to descend. That, and with a tailwind, it's a lot harder to keep the plane stable because of the wind direction. It's blowing against the direction of lift. So that's why planes land and take off in a headwind. Now I've learned something new. Oh yeah, nice. It's really easy. Okay, as someone with an engineering degree, it's really easy to forget that a lot of the things I learn are not common knowledge. Like, if you just walk up to someone on the street and say like, hey, I'd like to talk to you about aerodynamic principles. They're just gonna be like, huh? Like, I say like the concepts of aerodynamics I found fascinating. Like aerodynamics and dynamics courses and physics, I've excelled in school. Not only did I have to take them for my degree, but I genuinely enjoyed learning about them. I've eaten some more legit ones after they were poop. Ah, yeah. I bet they eat poop for breakfast. What is this, Happy Gilmore? Same with me, education and childhood development. I've only lightly dabbled in education, mainly because I was a math tutor for 7 years. That was, to this day, I just made these planes crash. This plane needs to stop right now. This plane needs to stop right here. Like, these two planes are going to crash. I'm gonna tell them to taxi, and this plane needs to stop. I just made them on a crash course. I'm glad I recognize this. Now, if this was a real-world scenario, it'd be a lot harder to recognize this because the airport would be so busy. And, having one plane stop is gonna block off a lot of taxiways, because then you need to make a mental note of which planes are stopped where. You can stop right here. Yeah, this other plane, yeah, you can see they're about to use the same taxiway, and that's no good. So this plane is gonna make it and take off. And once this plane is passed, the other plane can land. This plane's landing on runway 22, but he's far out, so we should be fine. Yeah, this plane, we got ample time. This is fine. Back to education. I dabbled in math tutoring, and people wanted me to become a math teacher. They genuinely believed, and had reason to believe, that I would make a kick-ass math teacher. I disagreed. The reason they thought that was because the way I explained to them the math concepts, I had a 100% comprehension rate. I have never failed a math tutor client ever. I would go above and beyond. I would make sure that I would phrase whatever they needed to learn in ways they could understand, building off of what they already know and do understand. As a math teacher, you can't do that. You have to teach to a mass. You have to teach to a lot of people and hope it sticks. This is why math departments almost always fund a math help facility staffed with math tutors that students should have access to free of charge. Because that's just how math kind of works. Like, when you're teaching to a large audience, it is very unlikely that what you teach is going to stick to everyone. There's always going to be some people that fall through and don't understand a concept. And that's where the math tutors come in. Also, this plane can take off. This plane can taxi again because the other plane has passed. That's what I was scared of. They would have crashed. They can proceed now. Not the most efficient, but they will not crash, and this is fine. Same concept. So yeah. Also, another thing about becoming a math teacher, that would be boring as hell. Because I'd have to follow a predetermined curriculum. And while I would be able to teach it my way, it would be difficult to be enthusiastic and share the same passion, having to do all the teaching responsibilities. Because one of the reasons why I enjoyed math tutoring so much was because I genuinely felt, and I could see directly the results of my actions, that I was making a positive impact in someone's life. My existence had purpose. I had meaning. for the first time in my life, I felt like I belonged on planet Earth. Like, I wasn't just a waste of space. That's one of the reasons why I enjoyed the job so much, was because not only was it my first job where I was making a paycheck, but I loved every second of it. And, for better or for worse, I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that way again about a job. Ever. So, those 7 years, honestly, despite being paid minimum wage, if I could make a living off of it, I would. I was happy. And that's something in short supply in today's economy. But I digress. More reasons why I shouldn't be a match teacher. More reasons I shouldn't be a math teacher. Yeah, I think this whole society thing is a failed experiment. I disagree. I just think society needs a very strong course correction, but nobody knows how to implement it properly in a way that everybody can get on board with. Because everyone's different. And honestly, that's probably the best and worst thing about society, is that everyone's different. Oh, yeah, you can land runway 22. Cleared to land. You are taxiing to your spot. That's good. You can depart your handoff. Right, more reasons I should not become a math teacher. Well, one thing, me as a person, I am not exactly the most filtered individual. I am not exactly the most neutral individual. I do have opinions, I just try to keep them to myself as much as possible. Mainly because of the social state of society and how everybody's eager to try to contest you about everything you try to say. Which is a reason I don't want to be a popular streamer. Because I have a lot of opinions, and if one of them slips out, I'll just get cancelled. Which I guess in that case, the problem will solve itself. I'll get cancelled, and the only people that stick around are people that I would want to stick around anyway. I don't know, Japan is mostly homogenous, yet its society isn't exactly succeeding. 2 words to keep you from being a math teacher: parents and admin. Oh, Jesus Christ, thank you. That's another thing. The greatest filter for not becoming something is just direct exposure to that thing. For example, my friend, and my sister now, and my brother-in-law now, they qualify. The most effective birth control is just spending some time with some parent who has kids. And I mean young kids. We're talking like less than 5 years old. You will know then and there if you are ready for the commitment of parenting. For better or for worse, parenting is not for me. I could never do it. My entire family disagrees, but they don't know me like I know me, and I don't even know me. So, yeah. It is apparent that I could not become a parent. It's just not me. I couldn't. It's just not something I see myself ever doing. Now, fortunately, that means in order to become a parent, I need to get with a girl, and I need to have a little too much fun, and then, I get to wait 9 months. The thing is, oh, I'm already an uncle. Uncle's not too bad, honestly. Like, I do feel awkward around my nephews. They are less than 1 and 2 years old, respectively. But I don't think it'll be too bad. It's the same logic why I'm pretty good around my friends' kids. My friends' kids love me for some reason. I think one of the reasons is because I'm funny. I can whip out that childish sense of humor, for better or for worse. I mean, I guess that's a good skill to have. I've been a constant in their life. Like, I met my friend when his first child, his daughter, was 5 years old. So I've been a part of their life for pretty much their whole life. Level's almost over. Let's park it quick. And they've had to move locations and change schools so many times throughout their life that just having a constant point of connection that I guess you don't mind being around. I don't want to go so far as to say as they like me. My friend says that they love me, and since his daughter always wants me to spend the night for some fucking reason, I guess they like me. I guess. But it must be nice for them, like, outside of family, having one of the only constants that hasn't gone away despite having moved so many different locations throughout their life. Like where they went, I just so happened to be there too. Because when they weren't apartment hopping due to crappy living conditions, they had to fly out to live with their dad, who was currently at university, staying at one of the university houses, like family house. Fortunately, him and I went to the same university, so I just so happened to be there. Kids who want to spend the night is a huge honor. They think you are fun and safe and wanting to stay there. I've never thought of it that way. Oh my god. And now, okay, honestly, his daughter, I feel like I have the power to be a good positive influence on her. I feel like I have that responsibility. The reason being is because his daughter shows exhibits of being just like me. She's shy and introverted, not many social skills, spends all day in her room on her smartphone device, and doesn't have many friends, isn't popular despite being a skinny blonde girl. I mean, it's the first year in high school, that's gonna change. But, yeah. Smartphone device. They have tablets, iPhones, whatever. That's one nice thing about having kids. They're basically mini you, but that's also the bad thing. Well, fortunately, they're not my kids. That would be terrible. Where are you parking? You're parking in 67 because it's closest. You're taking Route B because it looks the shortest, and we're going this way. Alright. But yeah. Before, literally, the last day of their summer vacation, I just so happened to be in the area on my motorcycle because I went by to do my maintenance, and while I was there, my friend said, "Yo, yeah, it's like tomorrow is their last day of summer vacation before she starts high school," and she has always wanted me to spend the night for as long as I've known her. I've spent the night a couple times before, but I haven't in recent years. So, like, bear in mind, I've known her since she was 5. She's old enough to be in high school now, so I've known her a long time, and I've only spent the night a couple times. And I'm all like, you know what? I got time. Sure, I'll spend the night. And she didn't realize I was spending the night. I just knew that she would want me to, because she always wants me to. And, I asked my friend, he's all like, hey, I could make your daughter's day. You mind if I spend the night? And he's all like, yeah, sure, go for it. He was like an immediate response, like, yeah, sure, do what you want, man. We got a spare guest room. When I came back on my motorcycle with a spare change of clothes in my backpack, because I don't think she was home when I had done my motorcycle maintenance. Because I go to his house I just borrow his motorcycle stand and do my maintenance there at his house. She wasn't there. I came back on my motorcycle. She thought I was just there to visit. But when I revealed to her over dinner that's like, yeah, I'm spending the night, she screamed at the top of her lungs. Like, she was so excited. Because it was the last night of, like, the second to last night of summer vacation. It was the last possible night that I could spend the night. And it was a surprise. She didn't know. Like, I was like, we were both in the kitchen. And she screamed, she just ran over and hugged me as hard as she could. She was so happy. And I'm all like, I have the power to make someone's day. This is nice. Now that she's in high school, this opportunity will never come again because I wholly expect her to completely change personalities because high school sucks. But I'm just gonna enjoy this while it lasts. It was nice, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. I went to their house last month just to hang out really quick, do another motorcycle maintenance. She was up in her room on her smartphone device as usual, and my mom. All right, I think I told this story before. My mom she gave me a bag of leftover Halloween candy, and not gonna lie, it's like grade A coveted Halloween candy. We're talking the Snickers Twix peanut M&M pack. Like, we're talking this is the Halloween candy that you want. This is the Halloween candy. This ain't your freaking like candy corn bottom shelf bullshit candy that people put in the bag just because they want to spend like $1 on Halloween candy just to get kids off their porch. No, it's like the top shelf, the finest of Halloween candy. She gave me a fucking full bag of it, and I'm like, and my mom, she hands me this bag and she's all like, "Hey, you want Halloween candy?" And I'm all like, "No, I don't eat candy. I'm just gonna get fat." And she's like, "Well, I don't want to throw it away, so just take the candy. You like candy." And I'm all like, "Okay. Not really gonna eat it. But oh, I have an idea. I'll give it to my friend's family. He has 2 kids that would love it." So when I went over, I made sure to put the bag of candy in my bag along with my motorcycle cleaning supplies. And I went over there after I was done doing my motorcycle maintenance. I'm all like, "Oh, by the way, where's your daughter?" And she's like, "Oh, she's up in her room on her smart device." And I'm all like, "Oh, okay, easy." I go up to her room, and I'm all like, "Hey." And she's all like, "Oh, hi." And I'm like, "You want a bag?" "What's in the bag?" "Leftover Halloween candy." "What kind?" You see, it's the good kind. So, funny story. My mom, she gave me this bag. I just reiterated the story in a silly way. And I'm like, "So, you want the bag?" And she's like, "Sure." I'm all like, "Wow, you seem very unenthusiastic about receiving a large bag full of free candy." And she's like, "Well, I already have leftover Halloween candy." And I'm all like, "Oh, yeah, well, that leftover Halloween candy is probably not the good kind." And then I started describing what's in the bag, and she's all like, "You're kidding." She turned around and looked at the bag, and I was just holding it at her. And I'm all like, "So, you want a bag?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, give me the bag." And I'm all like, "You're gonna have to take it." So me being me, I just dropped the bag at the door. Bam. And, yeah, she's like, "You're making me get up?" And I'm all like, "Of course, it's good for you. You see, in life, you gotta get up and take what you want, even if it's offered for free. Let this be a life lesson to you." So she got up and grabbed the bag, but that didn't stop me from hugging her from doing so, and she hugged me back. That's the kind of relationship we have. It is a very funny, silly, goofy, doofy, funny relationship. It's hilarious. Like, most of the time we're conversing, there are very few minutes where she's not either trying not to laugh or just like trying not to burst out laughing. It's pretty great. This level's short. We're just gonna hop right into it. Kasoro 16L から2期を take off. Now, if only then me people and my 600-pound life get up to get there. But yeah, we need to take off 2 planes from 16L, I think. And then after this, we'll call it stream. We're actually doing the DLC levels. I mean, we might do more levels depending on how I'm feeling. It's a good stream. I'm keeping the ball rolling. That's something I've been working on. Keeping the ball rolling. And it really helps when I have things to talk about. I don't know if you can hear me slap the controller on my palm for emphasis. I just do this naturally. If it's coming through my noise gate, you have to put up with it. If not, then I'm just doing it for myself. Let's go. So speaking of my 600-pound life, I guess not quite. The old TV show, The Biggest Loser, I used to watch that with my family back when we'd have family TV time. And honestly, I think they need to bring that back. They should totally bring back The Biggest Loser. Like, that's just objectively good. Like, we need more of that. Also, Runway 23 is fine. We hear it? Okay. Well, that's just because when I'm emphasizing points, I'm usually really excited. All the time. I just smack my keyboard. Oops. My keyboard is always in such a location that my cat steps on it. One of these days, my cat's gonna press a button on the keyboard and then hit enter on accident, and I'm gonna send a gibberish message, and it's gonna be sad. Like, I see the gibberish message prepped sometimes, but it's not sent, so I can just erase it. But my cat, she's so used to there being a laptop, she hasn't gotten used to my new setup, really. There is space between the keyboard, like the monitor, keyboard, and me, that she can sit. Namely, it's the Watame desk mat, birthday edition, limited edition, teehee teehee. I really like it. It's a nice desk mat. I didn't think I'd be using these desk mats, but here we are. It's nice because I have something that I can put my controllers on that don't make noise. Like, if I put the controller on the table, you hear that. But if I put it on the desk mat, it's like, it's the little things in life. It's a nice place to put all my controllers. So, I'm not even sure if you heard that controller put down. Thanks, noise gate. Wait, do I even have my noise gate on? Let me check. My noise gate has been off this whole time! I forgot I turned it off! You guys have probably been able to hear everything! Oh no! Oh no! I've been streaming for 4 months! I am a streamer! Oh god, okay, it's fine. You've probably heard You've probably heard every single chair creak, every time I've like repositioned myself, every throat clear, every time I change my expression because my keyboard's loud, and that's the whole point of the noise gate, was so that when I do a single button press, it wouldn't pick it up, but it's okay. We do it live. And wow, that controller blap was long enough to make my mouth move. Hey, check it out. My controller is connected to my wrist bone, which is connected to my mouth bone. Okay, that sounds kind of bad. Never mind, I didn't do that. We're controller plapping. Okay, I'm done. I can't make that joke. I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of sus. Speaking of sus, when I was browsing sound redeems on YouTube, like just like soundbite suggestions, like just looking up meme sound effects, there was this sus clapping, which just sounds like, but more muted, and it's so nice of them to give such a round of applause. By the way, I have an applause redeem. Whenever you feel like something is worthy of a round of applause, feel free to redeem the applause redeem. How much is it? How much did I put it? I hope it's not very expensive. Did I enable it? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's only, oh yeah! It's cheap. That is not the pot. It's fine. Right, the reason why it is so awkwardly priced is because, for those who don't understand Japanese, the onomatopoeia for clapping is pachi 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 pachi, but in kana, it's on the same like table as hachi, which means 8. Which is why a colloquialism for clapping is just a string of the number 8. Which is why the redeem is 188 points. I try, thank you. That's not my best Japanese explanation, but I try. But yeah, glad it works.
Very dangerous.
That's kind of dangerous, but it works. I mean, I try to make, I see so many streamers not test things before stream, and when they go to do it on stream live, it breaks, and they're like, oh no, hold on, I didn't test this, and I'm all like, but actually, that's kind of genius, because technical issues just add stream time. It just adds stream time. So, in that sense, yeah, it's content. It's still content. Colloquially, tech issues are just part of the streaming experience. I try to minimize them as much as possible, but that's not to say they aren't present. Totally gonna put her on blast because she's here. Miss Opie Possum, who you should follow, was having tech issues earlier in her stream today. It's content. And to make up for that, y'all should follow her because she's really close to affiliate. She wants to unleash her emotes. And they'll be funny. I need to tell this plane to hand off. I mean, for what little I had set up for my old streams, I thoroughly tested it. Yeah, I spend almost as much time setting up and preparing streams and assets and stuff as I do these streams themselves. Thanks for the shout out. It's just to balance out me totally putting you on blast, but it's fine. But yeah, one of my pet peeves is people complaining about easily solvable problems. So, when a streamer is having issues that they shouldn't be having, while I can sympathize, if they've set themselves up for it, i.e. they've made no preparation whatsoever, then honestly, they kind of deserve it, and honestly, I find it kind of annoying. So that's like kind of a bad look in my eyes, and that makes me want to tune off the stream. On the flip side, that makes me really paranoid about my tech issues, which is why I'm really adamant about you guys telling me if there's anything wrong with the stream at all, including but not limited to audio levels, video stream, like if the feed is dropping, choppy, drop frames, etc. But so far, aside from one hiccup earlier, which I think was a network issue, it doesn't see. Is there someone coming in through 34L? Yes, there is. How far are you? Very close. You should be able to take off 16R. No, we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it by the books. We're not gonna have two planes taking off and landing on the same runway facing opposite directions like we did in the past. It's almost as if I learned from my mistakes. But back to what I was ranting about VTubers, when they're having issues, like, it just, I don't like seeing tech issues, like, especially since I want to make my streams as tech issue free as possible. Like, make the stream quality as well as it possibly can, for the most part. I want to try to give at least the intended watching experience. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good experience, but I want it to be the intended experience. So, what is the intended experience? Good question. I'm figuring that out. We do it live. Hopefully y'all laugh. If not with me, then at least at me, because that's still content. It counts. It counts. It's even in the rules. But yeah. This month, I guess I could talk about this now. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. I do plan on going pretty all out this month in terms of stream events, in terms of, stream events, doing things with the community, and, overall, because it's Christmas, it's holiday time. I will not be streaming on the 24th or 25th, at least America time. I want to stream on the 23rd to host my Christmas stream there. So that'll be my Christmas stream on the 23rd, because it'll be the 24th in Japan, which I think is Christmas there. They celebrated a day early, I think. And that's a nice coincidence. So on either the 24th or the 25th, despite the fact that I won't be streaming, that evening, I want to host a Die Hard marathon watch-along in Nescord, watching every Die Hard film consecutively. Unfortunately, I won't know what date and time I'll be able to host this until the 20th, when my parents get back from vacation, and I can then ask them, what day and time do you need me for a mandatory Christmas family gathering? Lore Master will be down? Hell yeah. Worth noting, I've only seen the first movie. I've only seen the first movie, so please do not spoil any of the other movies. I look forward to them. I look forward to them. I will try to get versions with English subtitles so the usual talking during film can apply. Because, honestly, while I can understand why some communities don't allow talking during films, I personally have always had it enhance the experience. That's what the subtitles are for. If you want to follow the movie, you can, even if someone's talking over it, and we're all laughing our asses off. I've adopted this approach from living with my uncle, where whenever there was a movie on, they'd always be talking, and I'd say, oh, I didn't have to say anything. My uncle noticed my silence, and he's all like, by the way, Ness, we talk during movies. It's a lot more fun that way. You should try it. And I tried it, and oh my god. Up until that point, movies had to be watched in dead silence. If you spoke, you'd get yelled at. Possibly punished. And I didn't really like that. I mean, I was fine with it, because yeah, I could follow the movie in peace. But if you're hosting a community event with lots of people, why wouldn't you actively prevent them from interacting? That's like, in my eyes, that's counterproductive of fostering, building a community. Like, let people joke, let people meme. I provide the option to watch the movie in peace. With a single mouse click, you can deafen Discord, and you can still watch the movie as if there was no one else in the call with you. Simple as. And I make sure that's very clear. I like advertise that. Like, if you don't want to talk during the movie, you don't want to hear us talking in the movie, that option is there. I believe in options. I think there should always be options to let people have the experience they want. This is why the rise of assist modes and accessibility modes in games, I think, is a really good thing. Rather than calling it an easy mode, it's like an assist mode. Play the game how you want to enjoy it. I've found that turning on all the assist modes, it, for me, usually makes the game less enjoyable. There's less push and pull, there's less challenge, etc. Alternatively, sometimes you can make the game harder. This is one thing I think the new Risk of Rain Returns fucking nailed on the head. Like, there are so many difficulty options that are all completely optional. You can adjust how much damage you take. You can make yourself almost invincible if you want. And you could make yourself take more damage. You can make yourself die in literally one hit, no matter how much stuff and damage and upgrades you have. And that's the beauty of it. You let the player play the game how they want. And while sometimes too much freedom can be a bad thing, the guidelines are in place. It is clear what the intended experience is meant to be. And I think that's really important. Like, yes, these options are here, but bear in mind, these options deviate from the intended game experience. You may enjoy them, but if you don't enjoy them, try turning them off. You may enjoy the game because that'll be the intended experience. But they're there if you want to use them. I think more games need to learn from that. And a lot of games, sometimes they try to hit the mark, but they're not quite there. The effort is appreciated, but including those settings in a way that does not detract from the game experience is hard to do. I'm not a game dev, but from what I've seen watching videos on the topic, it doesn't look like something that's easy to do because it's so nuanced. I like it. Pretty much the opposite of Nintendo, who's just like, you must play that game how we want you to. Fuck you if you don't. I mean, even Nintendo's getting kind of better about it. The thing about Nintendo, they make their games so accessible by default that they don't even need those options most of the time. Like, when was the last time you've ever played like a first-party Nintendo game and ever felt the need to, like, make any sort of change to the game's accessibility? Ever. Like, in recent history. Like, yes, some, like, back in the day, early Nintendo games, that was the early day of video games. They were still ironing things out. Things were different back then. But, like, nowadays, Nintendo games are built to enjoy. You will enjoy it. You're gonna have a good time. Paper Mario and the Origami Salami, that game was not the hardest game I've played. It wasn't the easiest, but by the end, the battles were genuinely kind of challenging. Like, they weren't like, oh my god, I have to be at my A game 100% of the time challenging, but like, if I slacked off, I would lose. And honestly, I think Nintendo nails the accessibility difficulty curve. The OG Mario Party had control spinning assurance, accessible, brought back some of those games in Mario Party Superstars. Things are different now. The control sticks on the Joy-Cons do not hurt your hands if spun. The control sticks on the Nintendo 64 do. I think that's the key difference. The control sticks on the Joy-Cons are far easier to maneuver with less resistance than the Nintendo 64. And I think that's why it was a safe bet to bring those games back. Like, in theory, sure, spin the control stick. But it shouldn't hurt. They still have to put a warning? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Which goes back to my idea of warning signs. Like, yes. Now, if there was an option to disable those minigames, that would be perfect. Like, hit the nail on the head, bam. Because by then it's a safety thing. Like, yes, we included them, but the option to disable them is there. Not only for accessibility, like if you don't want to wear out your joysticks, disable them. Like, that's a genuine reason. If it hurts your hands, that's even more of a genuine reason. Man. Basically, this whole tirade I just went on was just to take a shit on games journalists. That's it. It all comes back to that. Too bad about the horrible case of stick drift in the Joy-Cons. I like this. I like the Switch joystick, right? Freaking. Now, as someone who experienced Joy-Con drift, the class action lawsuit is still in effect, I believe. Like Nintendo, they will give you a printable shipping label. And I've had drift. I've used Nintendo's free shipping service. And I have sent in my Joy-Con with the drift. They will fix the drift and send the same Joy-Con back with it fixed, with a paper telling what was changed, like with a checkbox like we fixed the Joy-Con and we had to disassemble it to fix the drift. It is assembled, it works. You can repair the drift? Well, yes, but then Nintendo gets mad at you. But yeah, based on a good talking point to join in on, Lamau. I'm too impatient and love opening things up. It's, Christmas is on the 25th. Some people open their gifts on the 24th. If I catch you open... Opie, if I catch you, you better not be opening gifts on the 23rd. You better not. I mean, yes, opening gifts is usually nice, but you gotta wait. Patience, patience! Hold the line. You can do it. I believe. No, no. Opie, no. Bad. Down. Down. No. Bad Opie. You stop that. You do not open gifts on the 23rd. Okay? Merry Christmas. But yeah. When I was a kid, I never opened my gifts prematurely. I was a good kid, I guess. But when it comes to birthday gifts, I don't even bother wrapping my gifts. Like the most I do is just put it in a bag and call it good. But yeah. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, after this level, we're gonna call it. We still have half an hour left in the level. I'm getting pretty hungry. Been streaming for quite a while. Now I'm good about waiting for gifts. I just love opening up and poking around machines and technology. Oh. Oops. My bad. But yeah, I can see that. Disassembling and reassembling things. I'm always paranoid about disassembling any of my stuff. Because I'm like, what if I make a mistake and I either break something or I can't reassemble it? And I'm like, that paranoia is always there. You put the gift in the gift bag. That's what it's for. Good job that you fucking stop. I'm done. Shut the fuck up. I can't. Okay. Okay. This is fine. We still have half an hour. You can spot 108. You're fine. But yeah, anytime I have to work on something myself, I follow the instructions. So 16R. Ooh. You're far out. You should arrive in time. Wait, you need to tower handoff now. You're like right there, bruh. You should tower handoff now. Please. Please. Thank you. Okay, things are actually starting to pick up. I need to make sure planes are where they need to be. You are parking right there. You're good. You are taxiing 616R. Right. This is the only plane. Eh? Fuck. Okay. Runway 22. Okay. That's what I talked about. One mistake. Fortunately, we could just start from the checkpoint and didn't have a ATC crossover with Sega.
Skill issue.
With skill issue. Fortunately, we can just rip no flight for Sonic plane. Rip. Alright, let's just... It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I still need to have 2 planes take off from 16L. Oh, both of these did, so that's that. Okay. I'm gonna make the same mistake as I did before. But we're gonna be better this time. It's gonna be better this time. I promise. Okay. Okay. So, now that I'm back in the groove of things... Nice. Yay, we got the Achievo! Let's go! So yeah, the checkpoint system in this game, if you make it halfway through the level, it'll do a halfway checkpoint, which is really nice. Older games did not have this feature. I would have to start the level all over again. If... in older games. But now, they just let me start from here. The halfway point, which is fine. In practice, I only lost like 10 minutes. So yeah, this is okay. The option to restart from the beginning was there. I almost picked it, but it's a good thing I can kinda read. You know what? I guess this is just adding more stream time. Yippee! But yeah, I'm totally looking forward to this month. Not to spoil too many things, but I've been working on quite a few things behind the scenes. The last 2 weeks of the year are going to be fantastic. Hopefully you guys will be with me for that. If you guys want to be with other people, that's understandable. But just know that I'm going to be partying, and you're invited. Everyone's invited. Anybody who knows of me and wants to party with me, they can join the party. Sometimes there will be drinks. In fact, usually there will be drinks. BYOB. It's kind of hard to transmit drinks through the screen. But, yeah. I am confirming at least one drunk stream before the year ends. So, yeah. Don't worry, I will drink responsibly. Unlike my friends who do not drink responsibly, I gotta change that. I have plenty of water. I have plenty of food. I mean, my last drunk stream went pretty well, all things considered. That last drunk stream being my affiliate celebration stream, where I streamed for 7 hours, and I kept the buzz going the whole time. Yay for not drinking responsibly. You need to drink responsibly, sir. Also, speed up. Let's get you moving. Where is this plane? All the way over here. This is fine. But yeah, the reason I can drink is because several weeks ago before vacation, my mom, as an early birthday gift, and kind of as a thank you gift, she got me one of those bottles of eggnog wine from Costco. You should drink responsibly now! And give yourself some hydration, so you can be hydrated and not have a hangover in this blue trap bubble. As Human Bender said, goodbye moderation! He also said, hey, I don't think Bender said that. Incorrect movie quotes. But it's fine. Where was I? I was talking about something. I wasn't done, but I might as well have been done. Right. My mom brought me a bottle of eggnog wine from Costco. Their seasonal, like, $12 after tax eggnog wine. That's like 13% ABV. The huge blob is Bender turned into a human. I believe it. It's been a long time since I've seen Futurama. Alright. I can't believe he got that big in a week. I mean, wasn't there that movie or that documentary, Super Size Me, about that, the guy that just ate fast food for a month and might as well have died? I think that was Death Rattle. It's a Futurama reference. But yeah. Alright, clear for landing. Oh no, I have to cough. There we go. Nice. Alright, what other airport stories can I share? Reaching into all my airport experiences. I remember the airport in Hawaii coming back. I remember distinctly in the terminal waiting room, the pattern of the carpet on the floor, how it felt, and how it smelled. The reason I remember all that is because when I was a little kid, my mom was all like, well, this is our last moments in Hawaii. You better take in everything you can. And I was like laying on the floor at the time. And I took it literally. I took in all of the information I could. And to this day, I remember like, if you dropped me off at the airport, I could probably recognize exactly where I was laying on the floor. And like, the sights and smells would come back. Assuming they haven't renovated, which they probably have. It was like, damn, over 20 years ago. Shit. Okay. NHL is a goated airport. It is. It's really nice. I could try flying there in Flight Sim. The problem is that Hawaii is a freaking island. That's what I could do. Yo, Flight Sim idea. A Hawaiian tour in a propeller plane. Around Hawaii. Or like around the Honolulu or the islands area. It's now the Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. Oh, I'm sure Flight Sim will reflect that. Alright, will I learn from my mistakes? I might have you taxi a different way, such that you do not interfere with the plane that is about to be leaving. Because you're here. This is where we game over last time. I will learn from my mistakes, Dr. Han. Come on. Let me tell you to get off. Nice. I also learned recently, and by recently I mean yesterday, that most airliners have an auto brake feature that you can set that have multiple settings based entirely on the landing runway conditions, like the length of runway. You're going around this way, and you're gonna be happy about it. I'm gonna go back to Hawaii soon. My last trip was kind of cursed, and I want to have a good time for a change. Bring lots of money. Everything in Hawaii is like super expensive by design. Tower handoff. You can wait for your taxiing approval because this plane is right there and you're gonna run into it. You're just gonna sit tight and you're gonna wait and you're gonna be happy about it. When I was, I am an air trap. Wait a second, that's the name of the game. I don't know, but I've been there many times. It was just the last trip with the script. I mean, come on, it's not that expensive compared to Seattle. Really? You mean to tell me freaking Seattle's more expensive than Hawaii? That is shocking. That's actually concerning. But I believe it, actually. Seattle's gotten so expensive. I'm gonna keep waiting to tell this plane to go. Because that plane's gonna turn off. No, he's not. He's gonna go. And now they're clear. Nice. It's about as expensive? Well, damn. Then in that case, just bring Hawaii to Seattle, bro. Just wear a Hawaiian shirt to Seattle and bam. Just pretend the rain is warm and you're good. Wasn't Twilight filmed in Seattle? As you said, the cost of living here is as inflated as the art I posted. You stop that. You stop. No. No. We are not having that. We are not having that here. No. Oh, mamma mia, let me go. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's alright though. Well, there's probably not going to be much more action here in the stream. So before she left on vacation, hello there. Hey, King Furbo, welcome back. Good to see you again. We still have like half an hour left to stream. After this level, we're gonna wrap it up. I was mentioning how later this month I do have many events planned. Some streams. Around Christmas time in Discord, I am going to be hosting a Die Hard watch-along. The entire Die Hard film, like all the Die Hard films. So, feel free to join Discord as my typing... My keyboard is connected to my mouth bone. That's just basic anatomy. They teach that in school. Alright, let's get you off the ground. Not sure if you've seen this game before, but the game we're playing, I assume the role of an air traffic controller. I just control air traffic. Wow, I could have explained that so much better, but instead I just recited the title of the game. I could be a games journalist! Wow! But yeah, I guess this counts as a cozy game-ish. It's more of a just chatting stream where I try to exercise my just chatting skills. To varying degrees of success. A lot of streamer pitfalls, they have too much dead time in their stream. Which, yes, there is going to be some social downtime in a stream, but how you handle that dead time is, like, you gotta handle the dead time. And it helps when chat is poppin'. Otherwise, I should get to practice soliloquy. I always pronounced it soliloquy because nobody has bothered to correct me. So, just like me, sipping on my chamomile tea before bed, reciting a soliloquy. What other words can I purposely butcher? Hold on, let me check my calendar. Okay, that one hurt me, never mind. Ego musica shi, suman! Where are you? Oh, that's why. Cool whip. Right, the cool whip. Almost forgot about that one. Epitome and hyperbole are good ones. I feel so bad for any ESL people in chat. Because now they're gonna believe epitome and hyperbole are gonna be pronounced as epitome and hyperbole, which for a long time I thought were pronounced that way as well. But it's fine. Departure handoff. Oh my god, I did it again. I directed a plane to land on the same runway as one was taking off from. Oopsies! It's fine, they didn't crash. Nothing could have possibly gone wrong. It's fine. It's fine. See? It's okay, we have damage turned off. because the planes don't actually crash into each other. They just pretend they do and tell you, no, you can't do that. You gotta direct the planes elsewhere. No, you gotta go back, fix your mistakes. You're a subpar ATC. You gotta do it right. Simulator games. I like simulator games. This kind of qualifies as an ATC simulator game. I like PC Building Simulator. Even that I learned how to play PC Building Simulator after I went to my friend's house and helped him build another PC. He basically taught me how to build a PC. And I'm all like, yo, this is great. I can play PC Building Simulator now. And I'm actually so glad that I learned how to build a PC before playing PC Building Simulator. Like, PC Building Simulator, it will teach you how to build a PC, but there's a lot of nuances and stuff that the game won't teach you. Like, that's just a pitfall of simulator games in general. They can't teach you everything. They can't simulate everything. But they can do their best. And I've been playing a lot of PC Building Simulator lately. I like simulator games. Flight Simulator as well. I was mentioning how I wanted to play Flight Simulator on stream. I'm not sure how well, whenever I play this game, I end up getting stuck on the runway. Do you not have the runway takeoff command? Because that's pretty fundamental to ATC, being able to land on the runway. Like, there's options to have the plane line up and wait on the runway, but then another command appears to have the plane actually take off. Which is fine. The game was patched, like, not too long ago, like several weeks ago. You might have been experiencing a bug that has since been patched. I'm not sure if you're playing the Switch version or another version. I know there's a PC version of the game. I kind of want it because there's a lot of airports. I always forget which road you used. Yeah. All roads lead to the airport, or the runway. Like, they have you select the runway first, and then you select the taxiway. But it's easy to forget. On the PC version, it's more complicated. I'd like to own and play the PC version because there's more levels, more airports, not just RJTT. So, yeah, I might look into that after I get some income going, because the game, while the game's expensive, it does somewhat frequently go on sale, but it only goes on sale for half off, as well as the DLCs. So each time I gotta shell out $30, which is a lot. I don't know about you, but I think $30 is a lot of money. So, Roller Coaster Tycoon teaches you how to efficiently kill or torture guests, right? And with that, we have finished. Give me that S rank. All right. Nice. Very nice. And with that, I'm hungry. I've been streaming for a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just wrap it up here. And The Sims. I've never played it the intended way. I exclusively play The Sims the intended way. Like, I've never not played The Sims the intended way. That's just the only way I know, really. Let me take care of some things behind the scenes. Alrighty. Take care of this. Awesome. So, thanks for coming to stream. Seriously, thanks. My air traffic control streams, honestly, I kind of do them for myself just because I really like the game and I get to talk. It's like a Zatsudan stream. It's more fun to just kill Sims off. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. I like to play the game the intended way. But yeah, my ATC streams, real talk, I don't see it as a very entertaining stream to watch. So if I could make it entertaining, I hope I was able to. If not, then I hope you get the why are you here, but thanks. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow's Mahjong. Same start time as today. Schedule's up both on the Twitch schedule page as well as in Discord. Let me get that up. Yeah, and so schedule's up. I'm streaming nearly every weekday. No stream on Thursday. Streaming on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, it's around this time-ish, so if you're free around this time, hop on in. Make fun of me. Do whatever you want. I lost what I was trying to say. Yeah, that case in point. Get out of here. I can't stop the loneliness こらえきれず悲しみが止まらない I can't stop the loneliness どうしてなの悲しみが止まらない聞いたことありませんでしたけど歌ってみるあなたに彼女合わせたことを私今も悔やんでいる二人はシンパシー感じてた昼下がりのキャフェテスグラスパッケリあの日電話が不意になったの人と別れてと彼女から I can't stop the loneliness どうしてなの悲しみが止まらない誤解だよってあなたは笑うだけどキスは嘘の匂い抱きしめられて気づいたの愛がここにないことを恋は小さな嵐みたいに友達も恋人も奪って I can't stop the loneliness 彼を返して悲しみが止まらない I've only ever heard my friend sing this song, so I'm just going off of how he does it. And he's usually super drunk when he does it, so we do it live. I can't stop the loneliness 誰か しみが止まらない I can't stop the loneliness こらえきれず悲しみが止